Good morning, guys. We are here at Toprank. Got my 32 right behind me, getting it ready for Nissan Challenge this weekend. We're only a couple days away, and Ernie has been putting in a ton of work. Sean's been putting in a ton of work, so lots going on here. We've got the new tires and wheels set up here. We went with the BBS LM because it's what we had, and a 265 AL52, and we've got everything kind of mounted and balanced here. Sean taped the weights. Sometimes these come loose when they get a little hot, so now that we've got everything set, we've got those taped, and we've gone through and corner balanced the car, got everything totally set up there, and Ernie is just going to town back here, changing fluids.
Some lube on your sway bars.
Some lube on the sway bars.
It should move a lot smoother. It was like all rusty and frictioned up.
Got it.
Your left front axle boot.
Left front axle boot. All sorts of maintenance things getting done. So we're changing over the fluids, starting here with the rear diff. And of course, working our way from here to the front for some transmission fluid, front diff, and of course some Pennzoil in the engine to get us going for the track. We're using the 10W60 that Pennzoil offers. And hopefully this thing will do good this year. We've put a lot of time and effort into it. Mostly Sean and Ernie have put a lot of time and effort into it. And I'm really hoping that I can do well. So this is what we're using in the rear diff. It is shockproof. So this is something that goes in a transmission that's been beat on pretty hard usually. Or if there's a little bit of grind in an older transmission, we put shockproof, but tonight we're putting it in the rear diff for a much heavier weight to go back here to keep this from slipping any more than it already is. All right, so over here we have Ernie, who's adding the JIC upper arms, which are shorter, non-adjustable, give us more camber. Yes. Anything else fun and exciting?
Off the top of my head.
Not off the top of the head.
Adding some anti-seize to make things easier if we have to mix things like it's been touched. Easy to work with there.
69?
Yeah.
Okay. 71.
So right now Sean and Ernie are aligning the car by string. So this is all getting done by hand. Now you can put these on an alignment rack with a Hunter machine or something like that, but basically to get it set the way you specifically want it instead of how it might be programmed to want it, you use these. They're smart strings, and it braces up on the car and allows you to get really, really accurate measurements. You can see the car is all strung up. We do this so people don't bump it, so you don't want to hit the strings.
That's actually what we want on the other side.
All right, one of the other things that we are getting started on is taking out this OEM seat. I really like these seats, especially the seat covers are super cool. They look great in the car. However, for the track, a bit not as comfortable maybe, and a bit narrow. So I really, really like the look of these, but just not doing it for the track. So I'm going to keep these seats, obviously, and when I'm not using it on the track, I'm going to put this back in because I prefer the look of it. But the seat that I will be putting in is a Recaro, and it's right over there. So this is a seat that I'm going to be using and replace with the stock seat. It's a Recaro Ultimate Edition. It actually matches the interior of the car really good with the Nissan seat covers that I have. It's black, some silver in it, looks really good. But most importantly, it is a very sturdy seat. It fits me really, really well. It's very comfortable, which is important when you're on the track. You don't want to be uncomfortable. But again, still has the look that I wanted, but ultra functional, and it's the perfect seat. So I'm hyped to get this in the car. It'll be really comfortable. I do really like the stock seats. The stock seats are my preference and my favorite. And when I don't have the car on the track, I'll be swapping the stock seat back in. But for right now, for on the track, this is what we're going with. One thing that was a little difficult was finding a seat rail that's a low enough profile to the bottom of the car so it can fit. I'm super tall, so these are really low profile rail for Recaro, so we're going to be using these so that way they don't stick up that little bit, because even that little amount that they do tend to rise up complicates the head clearance for me, especially with a helmet on. Makes it a little bit difficult inside the car. What up guys, welcome back to the vlog. We are here this morning getting ready to put some graphics on the car. Got some incredible sponsors helping me out this year. Got Yokohama, Advan, Grady, of course Pennzoil. So these are going to go on the car along with Toprank and the numbers. So we're going to get started on it now. Aaron, former vinyl installer in a former life at some point, probably for drift cars, which is close enough for me. So let's get some stuff on here and get going. All right, so we are getting some placement done on the car. You can see kind of measuring where things are going to go and kind of mocking it up. We've got a bunch of vinyl cutouts for this here. A bunch of these, again, Tony and Tony at Top Secret Designs put the vinyl together for me. Getting some kind of advertisement for Toprank, Yokohama, Pennzoil, Endless, Grady, of course. This is not my number, but we're using this. This is last year's, just as kind of a mock-up of where it will go. And hopefully once all of these are on, we can kind of give it its final wash and be on our way to the track for tomorrow morning. Good morning guys, we are here at Streets of Willow getting ready for a Nissan challenge. We got some friends here that brought in RV, so that's really convenient. Blake and Haley are over there, and we got the R32 right here. So just giving everything a little check over here. I gotta check the tire pressures, get them where they need to be, and get set to head out for the first session of the day. Alright guys, the sun is setting here at Willow. That was a really good 4 sessions today. The car was cool. I need to get better as a human being, and can't complain about this though. Car did really well, so thank you so much Sean and Ernie for helping get it all set up. We also had some customers here today, one of which was brought an RV, which was very nice for us to be able to keep our things, so that's awesome. And the rest of the Nissan challenge guys that showed up today, it was super cool to see. so many of these Nissans on the track, especially some of those old ones. Go home, make the car better, and I'll keep practicing and hopefully come back to the next Nissan challenge and do better. That's the plan.